right, you guys, welcome back, Awaken Intuitives. Welcome to any new Awaken Intuitives. Natalie here. I am back. We are back for part 2 on Area 51. I had to end the last one because it was over an hour long, so we had to make a part 2. So I really highly suggest you watch part 1. I have got information on Area 51 that I read, specific people, my own personal experiences, and a lot of questions that I think we're getting some pretty good answers with. Okay, so if you want to, the part 1 will be linked in the description below, so go check that out. I've also done Skinwalker Ranch readings, Blind Frog Ranch readings. They will be listed in the description below as well. I do have some 999 hertz, 90 hertz, 9 hertz spiritual energy shield frequency music playing in the background. I do not own the rights to, and I think we can just begin now. Yeah, we can begin. So, I left off with asking, again, all this information is for entertainment purposes only. I left off asking about Bob Lazar, okay? And I think we got some good answers. But anyway, let's keep going. And I think we're good. I don't know what's up. Anyway. All right, so we're using the Shadowscapes Tarot. All the decks will be listed in the description below in the order of the video, but I should remember to tell you. So our next question is, did Bob Lazar recover this element 115? Did Bob Lazar recover this element 115? Wow. Well, I'm pretty sure we have a 6 of Wands. 6 is health, wellness, daily routines, boundaries. Wands is action, fire, passion, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. The 6 of Wands is spotlight, self-recognition, success, successful, victory, victoriousness, and he's got this wreath around his arm. I really do believe so. I really do. I do want to read this other guidebook. Victory and triumph. Beware falling prey to hubris and lassitude that uncontested victory may bring, and do not become lost in self-importance. I think he did, though, recover this element 115. I'm going to get another deck. I think we've had enough of that. And I want to use the Wild Unknown Archetypes. It's more of an oracle. Okay. It's just so good and usually so incredibly spot on. It's amazing. So did Bob Lazar recover this element 115 from this alien spacecraft that he claims? Wild Unknown Archetypes. One more good shuffle. Okay. Did Bob Lazar recover this element 115 from an alien spacecraft? Wow. The Castle. There's pearls, there's a rose, there's an eye shut, and jewels on her eye as well. XL. I. Yeah. Here we go. The Castle. Did he recover this element 115 from an alien spacecraft? It says visiting your throne of power. So he was saying this alien spacecraft had tiny seats in it. Okay. And it says, notice how castles are designed to keep things out. They defend. They separate. It is likely there's a connection, community beyond its walls that will revitalize you. That is amazing. If you did not watch part 1, the information read, he was talking about how this works, how they use it as a fuel, and that it can create an anti-gravity, and it can manipulate the air in the atmosphere. When they hit the air, it is like a vacuum, and when they hit it and come into the atmosphere with the UFO or saucer or spacecraft, Oh my gosh! If this card appears with the king, the queen, or the maiden, know that you have entered into a long-lasting... No. Sorry. Okay, the palace, the penthouse, the fortress. It's no wonder fairy tales tell of sleeping princesses within castle walls. Like most archetypes, the castle is loaded... Oh, and is Area 51 this castle? Inside the walls? The castle is loaded with duality. It represents abundant riches, seductive fantasy, ornate wonders, and lavish adornments. Yet the walls are thick, cold, and shadowy. Wow. This card points to a tendency to hold on to possessions, quite possibly a literal home, or position that project the image of achievement. While the soul longs to run barefoot in the forest, leaving it all behind. At times we must settle down, yet the castle lulls us with its spell of materialism, and we fall asleep to our deepest dreams. The castle can be a motivating force, an enchanting goal to travel toward, but it is best not to linger within its walls of decadent deception for too long. Okay. Well, yeah, I think so. All right, how about this? Was the Roswell spacecraft trap? Oh my gosh. Anyway, was the Roswell spacecraft trap? Was the Roswell spacecraft crash true? Was it true? The Roswell incident, was it true? We got two. We've got the kiss and the stone. And there's a moon and there's a pyramid here. So the kiss and the stone. LX. Boom, right here. Sensual expressiveness, merging and inviting. Write down the story of your first kiss. What was changed in that moment? Intimacy is multi-layered and requires a reflection. Revisit what you consider to be sensual, taboo, acceptable, or shameful. The touch, the chemistry, the sex. Before a first kiss, the air is electrified. Are you kidding me? The air is electrified? Each breath is alive with possibility and magic. What will their lips be like? Their tongue, do they want me in return? The archetypal energy of the kiss is heightened sensation of merging with another, of letting in what was moments ago separate. To become one, it is risky but beautiful business. These moments forever change us as we move past the solitary self toward union and acceptance. This card suggests true intimacy is around the corner, which requires bravery and surrender. When the kiss takes a non-human form, it may be experienced as touching the sacred, hearing a whisper, or being graced by a divine being. You'll recognize the presence of the kiss by cold chills and an awakening of the heart. I believe so, absolutely. Now let's read the stone. LXV. II. All right. The eternal, the anchor, the rock, steadfast, loyal, committed, and present. Build a cairn in nature, find inspiration in Andy Goldworthy's stone egg forms. In Jewish mourning tradition, stones are left at graves. Wow. It was supposed to be a wreckage, a crash site where ETs died. This is crazy. Rather than flowers, sit with this vision for a moment and see what unfolds. As an archetypal object, the stone holds psychic and literal weight. Its energy is one of permanence, concreteness, and reliability. The stone's ability to transform is nearly imperceptible to us, as it changes ever so slowly over countless human lifespans. A single stone may see thousands of generations come and go. Wow! Therefore, it contains an ancient and eternal presence. The stone is best used to anchor our wild side, so no matter how far we roam, we can always find our way back. The stone tethers us to earth. Wow, helping to ground and connect us to stillness, quiet, and peace. When this card appears, it is likely the stone is a remedy for what ails us. Humble and easily unnoticed, the power of the stone balances the frenzy of our world. I absolutely believe so. Wow. Okay, next question. Did U.S. Air Force take that specific craft wreckage? I'll shuffle it again. did the U.S. Air Force take that specific crash wreckage? Try that again, please. 1 or 2 cards. Okay, the siren, it's a mermaid. And the father, wow. The siren, XV, Almost there. Okay, the siren. Awaken sensuality, absorption, and arousal. Other iterations of the siren archetype include the nymph, the mermaid, and the fairy. They often come in sets of 3 as a trinity of temptation. Okay. Embodying the siren archetype requires that we explore things that are taboo. The siren laughs at conventions and constraints. She eats rules. The temptress, the seducer, the femme fatale. The siren calls and the world spins. What we thought we wanted pales in comparison to the sweet allure of her song. We find ourselves lost in a spell of desire and longing, perhaps even lust. Whether the thing calling to us is ultimately good or bad is somewhat irrelevant. It's the journey that matters, and the work of the siren is to take us on a deep psychic descent. Following her song, we go down, down, down to a place where lessons are learned and courage must be rallied to find our way back to dry land. Wow. Try as we might, resisting the call may not even be an option unless that, like Odysseus, we bind our hands to the mast of our ship. It's likely, though, that falling for her call is the only way we will come to live more fully on the surface. Now the father, it's I. So, here we go. Supportive, strategic, regal, kind authority. I think they were one of them. I think the U.S. Air Force was one of maybe 3. Okay. It says the great father, the masculine, the protector. This kind of reminds me of presidency or like something very authoritative. Read poems about the father. Sharon Olds, his stillness. William Blake's Little Boy Lost. Okay. Become a student of the masculine energy. Watch the father in movies and Shakespeare's plays. See the father as a pattern, not as a personal. Alongside the mother, the father resides in the central axis of the archetypal family. The father embodies both light and dark aspects of the masculine. Thus, he is infinite, dynamic, and complex. His energy is strong and regal, embodying such virtues as honesty, wisdom, and loyalty. Yet, ironically and simultaneously, the father is often absent, literally or emotionally. Through absence or action, the father eventually reveals that he is a neither or king or god, but a human being with many flaws and wounds. He is both the guardian and one who leaves us to the wolves. Oh, wow. The here yet gone. The champion and the failure. The father can never resolve or escape this duality. It is inherent in the archetype itself. Witnessing the father's limitations allows the child to grow beyond the family and into the world. That is quite interesting. I'm going to get another deck. Wow, okay. All right. Let's do the Hermetic Tarot. Okay. It is 2:22 right now. All right. If so, did they transport everything on our roads on the surface? I'm curious. If so, did they transport everything on the surface on our roads? Wow. We have the Fool. It's called the Foolish Man, the spirit of ether, okay? This is like new beginnings, adventures, trusting the fall, a leap of faith, the Fool, jumping into the unknown. And then we have a 3 of Pentacles, and it says Lord of Material Work. Pentacles is an earth sign. 3 of Pentacles is cooperation, commitment, contracts, and teamwork, okay? So I wonder if there's something unknown, and there was some cooperation with that to get it done. So I'm kind of curious what it says in here. The spirit of ether, the foolish man. Aleph Ox Pluto. The sun indicates a bright spring morning, the 2-part triangle. 3 pentacles, now a triangle. Okay. In the upper right of the card represents air. The symbol of Pluto appears in the mist to the front of the man. The foolish man stands with his worldly belongings at the edge of a precipice, ignorant of the lashing waves and the crocodile with open jaws. The foolish man holds in his right hand the rose of joy, signifying perfect innocence, and he holds a fierce wolf in check by a leash. Wow. Behind him sprouts the flower of silence. Okay. The higher significance of this card suggests that the foolish man's perfect innocence is holding the wolf. Thus, the anger of worldly wisdom is held in check by perfect innocence. Idea, thought, sensitivity, the flesh, eternal life, spirituality, initiative, folly, and foolishness. Maybe in the error. Now, let's read the 3 pentacles. Pentacles, pentacles. Oh boy. Maybe not. There was some cooperation though. Absolutely. What is going on? I can't even find the pentacles. Here we go. My goodness. Lord of material work. A large hand at the bottom loosely holds between its fingers the branch of a rose bush which entwines upward through the card. 2 white rosebuds surmount the topmost pentacle. The 3 pentacles are arranged in a triangle. Each pentacle has 12 emanating rays, but the center is darkened. A winged disc, at the top of the card. Wow. Is at the top of the card. Above and below are the symbols for Mars and Capricorn. Mars in Capricorn, angels Yakeva and Lakachaya, working in constructive force, great skill in trade or work, building up, erection, creation, realization, increase of material things, gain in commercial transactions, rank, increase of substance, influence, business, holy cow, savvy, selflessness, commencement of matter to establish later, keen in matters of gain, sometimes given to seeking the impossible. Holy cow. All right, I want to know, did they transport this in the air? Did they transport all of this in the air? 7 of Pentacles, Lord of Success, unfulfilled. 7 is relationships, partnerships. Pentacles is earthly, tangible things, material things. This can be planting seeds to grow everything abundant that you want. I wonder if it could have been underground. We keep getting pentacles. So interesting. 7 of Pentacles, Lord of Success, unfulfilled. A hand from a small group of clouds. I think it could have been in the air. Clutches the branches of several roses. Roses again. Only 5 roses overhang, but they droop and do not touch the pentacles. No other buds are shown, and none are touching or close to the 2 lower pentacles. The pentacles suggest wheels in motion, unfulfilled success, loss of possible fortune, hopes deceived and crushed, successful dealings short-lived, disappointment, misery, slavery, necessity, baseness, a cultivator of land, and yet the loser thereby sometimes devotes slight and isolated gains with no lasting benefit. This is a very, very different deck, guidebook for sure, by this creator. Did they transport some in the air and on the ground? Did they transport some in the air and on the ground? 9 of Swords. 9 is higher learning, higher consciousness, higher vibrational, spirituality, faith. Swords is words, communication, air. It's air, okay? It says Lord of Despair and Cruelty. And this can be dark night of the soul, can't eat, sleep, think, totally in your head, insomnia. Now, I want to read this one and see what this one says, I guess. Because these are so such different meanings by this creator. So 9 of Swords appear, 8 of which are completely mangled. Well, wreckage. The 8 of Swords are crossed, 4 from each side, and the 9th sword, largest of all and curved, rises upward from the bottom of the card. Even the hilt of this sword is barbaric in its sharpness. The center rose is transformed into a disfigured disc. with 12 distorted rays. The symbols for Mars and Gemini appear above and below. Despair, cruelty, lack of pity, suffering, want, miscarriage, loss, misery, burden, oppression, labor, subtlety, and craft. Lying, dishonesty, slander, yet also obedience, faithfulness in its fashion. We keep getting this craft, the saucer, craft, disc, rose. Very interesting. And then air. Did they have access to, like, did they have access to traveling dimensionally to different places? Did they have access to traveling dimensionally to different places? Well, now we have the Wheel of Fortune. That would be a number 10, fulfillment, completion. It looks like another disc or something. Lord of the forces of life. This can be fate, destiny, cycling through karmic lessons, machinery, the wheel turning. It could be fortune, the wheel of life. Lord of the forces of life. Calf, palm. The wheel of life is presided over the sordid Sphinx of Egypt. The letters tarot appear at the 4 directions of the wheel and also form the word rota, wheel. The glyph at the center of the wheel is the seal of Ezekiel, and the symbol for Jupiter appears in the cushion at the bottom. The letter Kaf means palms of the hand, in the lines of which one's fortune may be read: good fortune, happiness, destiny, and fate. Oh my gosh. They're karmic cycles. Is this supposed to be some kind of portal? I'm getting another deck, though. Yep. Let's do Tarot of Dreams. Okay. Is this Wheel of Fortune supposed to be some kind of portal? Is this Wheel of Fortune supposed to be some kind of portal? Now we have, is this the Nine of Swords? Yeah, it's the Nine of Swords. Wow. Some kind of darkness, okay. 9 is higher learning, higher conscious, higher vibrational, higher something. Swords is error, words, communication. Insomnia, can eat, sleep, think. Darkness, soul. Something dark for sure. Something dark. What the heck? Okay. That's interesting. Okay, we gotta keep going. I got so many questions. Okay. Does the Gov have reversed engineer technology from alien spacecraft? This is the 7 of coins, the 7 of pentacles. This is planting seeds. Planting seeds in the ground to grow and harvest things later on in life, to grow everything abundant that you want in life. She has a dog that's loyalty. That represents loyalty. And there's discs, coins, all up in the tree. The tree can be tree of life, connections, family, ties, roots. This is to plant seeds to grow those really strong roots. And now they've grown and manifested more discs. Look at that. Yes. Wow. Okay. Yep. All right. Is that how they obtained it? That's a yes for me, okay? Did Bob Lazar see any extraterrestrials at Area 51? Did Bob Lazar see any extraterrestrials at Area 51? Again, all for entertainment purposes only. Jeez. Did Bob Lazar see any extraterrestrials at Area 51? Wow. And those knocked over that green alien. Whoops. So we have an Ace of Cups. That would be a yes for me. Aces is a yes for me. Cups is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, emotions, feelings. Ace of Cups can be overpour or flow of emotions or feelings. It can be purity of the heart, heart center, heart chakra, heart center, heart space, Merkaba. It could be unconditional love or self-love or taking a self-cup of love. But the cup is made of mermaids, and it's holding the bowl. So I believe so. Okay. Let me light this. Okay. All right, so now, does the US Gov now have their own spacecraft? I think that says it right there. But do they have their own spacecraft now? I'm a believer. Do they have their own spacecraft now? Jeez, that one really flew and hit it. We've got a 3 of coins, which is a 3 of pentacles. There's discs, okay? And oh my gosh, and it looks like a freaking galaxy. Okay, so 3 of pentacles can be cooperation, commitment, contracts, and teamwork. And we've got this 5 of wands. 5 is changes, transformations, challenges. Wands is action, fire, passion. There's cooperation, teamwork, commitment, contracts, okay? And there's some kind of struggle, battle, war, fighting. And I am a believer in being in a spiritual war and battle, and I believe it's been going on for a few years. And I also believe it's in the physical as well. And I believe it goes beyond our planet. Okay? Hey, oh my gosh, that went out. What the heck? I just lit it. That is so crazy. Very rarely these will stay lit for a while. Usually they go out really quickly. Okay. Woo! All right. So now, if so, how long have they had them for? How long have they had spacecraft for? Can you tell us? Wow. We have a page of wands. Pages, if we want to count a page, it'd be a number 11. Wands is Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, fire, passion, action. There's a checkerboard here. It reminds me of like Freemasonic stuff, secret society stuff, okay? And the Page of Wands can be a new action to take, even a new passion. It also reminds me of somewhat of a sticky situation. I do want to read this one out of this guidebook, this particular guidebook. Here we go. The personality, it says, the Page of Wands has a mischievous twinkle in her eye. The checkerboard floor and the 4 columns suggest a stage set or a chessboard, indicating that she enjoys drama, whether as an audience member or as an instigator. She is easily bored and likes to stir up the pot wherever she can. She looks as if she has just hatched some improbable plot, which will no doubt provide her with much amusement. Stage of development. The page heralds a new beginning in the endeavor or project. It is the nature of energy to exist as not as a constant, but rather as cycles or waves. Thus, just when the current crisis is over and we finally settle down to enjoy some stability, invariably a new idea will pop into our head and whisper seductively to us, and the cycle begins anew. Pages are learning. The Page of Wands suggests that you learn as much as you can about your project or endeavor before diving into head first. So there's a page. If we want to put a number on it, it would be a number 11. And there's 4 wands. 11 and the 4. I just don't know. 11, 15. 11 plus 4 would be 15. We could add the 5 and 1 and get a 6. Have they had spacecraft since the 60s? Have they had spacecraft since the 60s? Now we have a Page of Cups. What the heck? So page number 11, Cups is Cancer by Scorpio, water emotions. Page of Cups can be stinky offer. It could be an offer or a message, something new coming in, you're unsure how to feel about. It could be some message or something new. Something new. Something new came up in the 60s. Possibly a stinky offer. Let's read it real quick. The Page of Cups is a young woman who is sensitive to emotional and intuitional undercurrents. Although she is too experienced to grasp the full meaning of these messages or to put them to practical use, she can perceive that something is there. Thus, in the picture, she floats underwater but still near the surface. Her hat acts as a sort of antenna, that allows her to pick up on vibrations that others might miss. Likewise, the cups seen on the other cups cards have here evolved into columns, conveying psychic messages from the water steps to the surface. These messages can sometimes be disturbing, but the page, while vulnerable, faces them with bravery. The page augurs beginnings in emotional matters. A new relationship or a new phase of relationship is often indicated. Pages are learning. The Page of Cups is suggesting that you remain open to the possibility of learning something from an emotional experience. If an emotional situation seems hopeless, try approaching it with the heart of a child. Be flexible and see if you can learn a new way of relating. I think they had some kind of newness. New something, and there's an Ace of Wands on the bottom. This could be a yes. This could be a new action, new passion. The magic wand. Oh, it's a iguana. That's some kind of lizard. Okay. I've got more questions coming up. That's for sure. Oh my gosh, I've got so many questions. Okay, we are going to use the Light Seers Tarot now. Okay. Oh. Wow. Okay, this is so interesting. If so, how long have they had it for? Okay, can they cloak their spacecraft? This is like this. I'm still on like the U.S. Gov stuff. Okay, I do believe they've got their own spacecraft. Yeah. So, can they cloak their spacecraft from the Light Seers Tarot? Can they cloak their spacecraft? Knight of Pentacles. Okay. The Knights are the battlers, the fighters. They wear the armor. Pentacles is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, earthly sign. He is the dark horse. He always finishes the race. The dark horse reminds me of the chess because my stepdad created a motocross team and we named it Dark Horse Racing. Okay, so it was the chess piece. It was the knight, the horse piece. Okay. He's a dark horse. He always finishes the race. He's very determined to finish, okay? And and he can leave behind clues or breadcrumbs as well, okay? And he's got one of the pentacles on his back and the rest are like falling onto the ground. I want one more card. Is this cloaking? Is this some kind of cloaking? Can we get one more card? Thank you. A Page of Pentacles. Interesting. She's another pentacle. They're like discs, right? She's in the center. She's trying to balance. Pages are young, immature, or something new and offer a message or an opportunity. And it could be to plant a new seed, to have a fresh new beginning, to have something tangible, financial. I do want this guidebook now. Let's see what this says. Right there. Manifesting new opportunities, beginnings, good news, ambitions, skills and training, financial opportunities, new career paths, new connections, exploration stage, a beginner, earth magic, making plans a reality. She holds her mandala with a curious heart and roots in the bedrock to begin understanding the manifesting essence that we all hold. Remember you thought you could be an astronaut? Well, that's interesting. Mentions that. Go ahead and ground that energy before it dissipates. We activate practical magic with our hopes and we pull energy up from the earth to bring it to form. Progress happens one life stage at a time, and you must anchor into the details while simultaneously keeping your head in the clouds to dream. I think they use the clouds. And somebody told me that about their loved one believes that, and I believe the same thing. If you want to, you know who you are. You can comment if you want, okay? All right. There may be pieces that still need to fall into alignment. Ooh, pieces are falling, right? Okay, but that doesn't mean that they aren't going to arrive. You're in the perfect place to figure out how to make your prosperity a reality. Seek confidence and dependability, and remember that you hold this power no matter where you stand today. New perspectives and upgrades of consciousness are on the way. So use your plans for the future and expedite its arrival. I can be practical and realistic and still run ahead to meet my dreams. I believe they can cloak, and I think it's the clouds. So let's ask if it's the clouds. Do they use the clouds to cloak? Do they use clouds to cloak? Wow. Oh my gosh. Four of Wands. Four is home, family, structure, stability, solid foundation. Wands is action, fire, passion. Four of Wands is very, very solid foundation. Very solid structure. It's a circular tent with it looks like a triangle. Okay, I want to read this. Okay. It says celebration, prosperity, an important event or milestone. Gathering of souls, kindred, stability in home and relationships sometimes signifies marriage. Bring the noise, it's time to kick back in joyful elation. You've been building foundations and often a period of massive shifting. It's time to enjoy some well-deserved communal bliss. If you've been through a cycle of rapid expansion and awakening, this card marks a transition into a more harmonic and stable state. You have reached new levels of consciousness, and it's the perfect time to enjoy a milestone event and celebrate with the people you love, who love you. Love them right back as they are, and sometimes this card signifies a marriage or another significant occasion. While connecting with friends and family, make sure you relax, release, and allow your body to integrate all the lessons you've been working through. Happiness and harmony are yours to be had. Enjoy these warm vibes of celebration and success. Also, when was the last time you danced? I'm devoted to my connectedness and celebrate the wonder of living bliss with my community. What? Do they cloak in the community? That's interesting. All right, let's move forward. We got so many questions. Did U.S. officials and extraterrestrials make some kind of deal? Did U.S. officials and extraterrestrials make some kind of deal? The King of Wands, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, fire, passion, action. He's got the gecko on his shirt, and it reminds me of a sticky situation, and there's a lion behind him, okay? He always wins. He may have an ego. He's very action-oriented, very passionate, courageous, and he can be loyal, but I really, really want to read this. Okay, so did they make some kind of deal together? Okay. It says an entrepreneurial spirit, a natural born leader, ideas that can be ultra successful, a creative visionary, timelessness, success, and fire. This fiery guy, he's a charismatic and natural born leader whose vitality emanates through his laughter and his obsession with life well lived. As you dance into this energy, you may feel a surge of entrepreneurial passion that pushes you to the edges of your epic success. The card Mogul's masterpieces and soul inspiration, the King of Wands calls you to unleash that offbeat weirdo that you've got inside and be absolutely unapologetic in your pursuit of the stellar, okay? Ground your vision through the wildly novel expression of big ideas, and if you find yourself getting tripped up by the minutia of the everyday, recruit, help, and map out the big picture. Holler passionately. Invite others to see what you see. Okay, passionate and heart-fueled. We build this empire of light together. Empire? The U.S. and some agendas? I think so. So now, did the officials want their technology? Did the officials want the extraterrestrial technology? Okay. We have a 5 of Wands. 5 changes, transformations, challenges. 5 of Wands can be battles, war, fighting, arguing, drama. And we have an 8 of Swords. That can be some kind of mental imprisonment, feeling completely tied up in your head, possibly about decisions or words and communication. What the heck? Did they fight? Fight in it with words? What the heck? Five of Wands, competition, conflict, ambition, challenge, being pushed by others to excel, brainstorming, mental jousting, adrenaline and aggression, surpassing limits, dynamic energy, leveling up. Okay. Now I want to read this 8 of Swords. An 8 can be death, rebirth, changes, transformation, like a 5. Swords is words, communication, air. Feeling stuck, a time to open your eyes to unveil the truth, having more options than you thought, an opportunity to let go of an old story. What did the extraterrestrials want? Ten of Pentacles. 10 can be fulfillment and completion. Pentacles is earthly, tangible things. They're all discs. This can be community. This can be your most abundant financial, material life, family, community, loyalty, happiness, very solid structure and foundation. I think it wanted, they wanted some success for their people, maybe they're kind or something like that. Is that right? Did they want some kind of stability for their people? Did they want some kind of stability for their people? 9 of Wands. 9 is spirituality, faith, higher learning, higher consciousness, higher vibrational. Wands is action, passion, fire. 9 of Wands can be standing up for your beliefs, a warrior, spiritual warrior, standing up to protect everything that you've built, everything about yourself, standing up for the truth, for your truth, determination, resilience, defiance, a last defense, the final push, excitement for what's to come, finding motivation in the face of difficulties. I kind of think so. I do. We've got more questions coming up, okay? So now, where were these extraterrestrials associated with the wrecked craft? The small grays. So the wrecked spacecraft, the extraterrestrials, Were they small grays? Were they small grays? Six of Cups. Six can be childhood memories, something or someone you've known for a long time. There's loyalty with the dog. Six can be health, wellness, daily routines, boundaries. Cups is emotions and feelings. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. What the heck? This is interesting. Nostalgia, reconnecting with people from the past. Harmony, themes of your life, inner child and future self. Oh, I gotta read this. You may be experiencing nostalgia or feeling triggered by old memories. It's time to forgive yourself by releasing any residual guilt that you still carry from past relationships, traumas, or previous actions. Accept your humanness and stop lamenting the decisions that you've made up until now. Memories are a profound tool for processing lessons and healing. Who you were can highlight how far you've come, and that growth can shine beauty on where you are headed next. Time is a beautiful thing. Contemplate the needs of your inner child or listen to advice from your future self. Sometimes this card is a literal message that someone from your past is going to re-enter your life, or that it's the perfect moment to reconnect with old kindreds and to reminisce. When we connect with all the moments on our timeline, we truly find our wholeness. I am at peace with my past. It has brought me to where I am meant to be. I'm going to get the Millennium Thoth Tarot out. I feel like we need it for sure. And I may start pulling some oracle cards. We'll see. Millennium Thoth Tarot. I might have to do a freaking part 3. I've got so many freaking questions. Okay. How about this? Are small grays, the small grays, natural? Are the small grays natural? 10 of Cups. 10's a no for me. 10 of Cups can be your most emotional abundant life. Happiness, family, feeling comfortable in your life. But 10 is a no for me. Okay. Are they some type of bodysuits like they claim? Are they some type of bodysuits like they claim? Are these small grays some kind of bodysuits? Knocked over the alien. 2 cards. We have art, which is, I believe, temperance, and then 2 of wands. Okay. I believe there's some kind of suit. Art is temperance, which is, it could be some kind of higher beings of some sort. It could be archangels, Archangel Michael, celebration, mixing opposing energies well, duality, balance. There's a lion and there's a golden eagle, okay? So there's that, some kind of higher beings, all right? Now we have a 2 wands. 2 wands is feeling stuck, okay? So there's some kind of stuckness. Stuckness for sure. Higher being stuckness. Okay. I want to ask, are these small grays sort of in control of anything else? Are they in control of something? I don't want to say higher, but you know what I mean? Are these small grays in control of something else other than themselves? That's truth for me. We have a Queen of Swords, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy. She wields the truth sword. She cuts out nonsense. She cut the head off this guy, okay? And she stands up for the truth and justice. I want this guidebook. Okay. The Queen of Swords sits on an invisible chair. She wears she's up in the clouds too. Okay. She wears a loose fitting bodice suit. Okay. With a cherub on the chest, and blue skirts whirl around her. Her hair hangs loose and she does not wear a crown. Instead, rays of blue and green light appear behind her. She holds the head of a man in her left hand and a sword in her right. A cold and calculating personality, observing more than normal, speaking your truth while ignoring lies. Wow. Okay. Oh my gosh. I don't want to do part 3. Okay. Were there other extraterrestrials that were involved with the U.S. Gov? Were there other extraterrestrials besides these small grays involved with the U.S. Gov? Area 51 and secret programs, etc. Are there other extraterrestrials? 3 of Swords. Oh, I just mentioned Area 51, the U.S. Gov, secret programs. We have a 3 of Swords. Swords is air, words, communication. 3 of Swords can be heartbreak, 3-way betrayal, 3 swords in the heart, 3 energies hurt. This looked like the Ace of Swords, though, because see the image? It did look like the Ace of Swords. And this is not a good card. Okay? So, I do want to read it, though. 3 swords appear against a stormy background. 2 swords are curved and bend inwards. Their hilts are plain. A single sword stands straight and tall. The hilt is adorned with waxing and waning moons and 2 orbs. The symbol for Saturn appears on top of the hilt. The symbol for Libra hangs around the blade's tip. A yellow rose appears near where the bent swords touch. Its petals shrivel and droop. Sorrow overwhelms you. Inability to trust your own heart. Rejection brings isolation. I think this is about the 3 things I just mentioned. U.S. Gov, Area 51, secret programs. If so, were one of these other extraterrestrials the draconian race? The draconian race. Were one of the extraterrestrials, or yes, was one of them the draconian race? Prince of Swords, that would be the knight. Knights are the battlers, fighters. They wear the armor. There's 3 cherubs underneath his chariot. Okay. Swords is words, communication, air. He's in the air. He's got wings. And he can be very, very rash, reckless, quick to speaking without even thinking about it. I do want to read him now, too. Okay, here we go. Oh, you know what? Never mind. No, this is the... Yes, sorry. It really is the knight. They call him the prince in here. Okay, the Knight of Swords sits in a chariot made of clouds. Wow. He is naked and his skin is streaked with lightning tattoos. He wears a helm decorated with a winged head. A pair of golden wings burst free from his back. His right hand wields a golden great sword and his left holds out a sickle. The clouds beneath him whirl around like a tornado. The chariot is drawn by 3 cherubs who hold ribbons in the air, rushing into the thick of things, having a dominating presence, and fight for what you believe in. Let's keep going. I have to ask, is this draconian race in control of the small grays? Is the draconian race in control of the small grays? I think things have changed, though. So were the draconian race in control of the small grays? What is going on? Is that it? 9 of Cups. 9's higher learning, higher consciousness, higher education. Faith, spirituality. Cups is emotions and feelings. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. 9 of Cups can be... you've worked super hard and you're almost at your full 10 of Cups. You've worked very, very hard. So you're resting before you get your fulfillment. It can be a wish heard to the universe. It also can be some kind of intoxication. Wow. Okay, this is just really interesting. All right, 3 rows of perfectly aligned pink cups. Yeah, 3, 3, 3. Okay. Filled with yellow lotus, fill this card. Okay. The cups overflow with yellow liquid, pouring down into the lower rows and into the water below. Okay. The symbols for Jupiter and Pisces appear in the center of the cups of the first and third rows. Admire the abundance, having a fulfilling emotion for all you accomplish, true happiness for where you are. Okay, I'm getting another deck. Let's see. Let's use the Crystal Visions. Let's keep going. What did they use Area 51 for? Can you tell us? In the cards, can you tell us what did they use Area 51 for? Can you tell us what they used Area 51 for, please? King of Swords. He can be authority type figure. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy, air sign. He wields that true sword. He cuts out nonsense. He's about truth, justice, balance. But he can be some kind of watcher, or the watchers, and some kind of authority role. Some sort of authority role. Let's see. Where's my Crystal Visions deck? Or, I mean, book. Book. Gotta be right here. Crystal Visions. Where is it? I don't see it, you guys. At all. Ah, found it. It was hiding from me. The King of Swords is a calm and powerful ruler who prefers tactical use of his intellect over flamboyant displays of emotions. The king is stern, but just, truthful, and decisive. In his right hand, the king holds this double-edged sword. His left hand rests calmly upon his knee, donning a ring of power and loyalty. Okay. What about this? Was it used to find truth? Was Area 51 used to find truth? Whoa, that was quick. 4 of Pentacles. 4 of Pentacles reversed. 4 of Pentacles can be, you know what? I'm not taking this reversed. This is absolutely holding on too tightly, confining something, holding on to something greedy, a user, a hoarder, definitely holding on too tightly or holding on tightly. Yeah, confining something. I think truth. The 4 of Pentacles represents a desire to maintain control and hang on to one's possessions. Careful planning and wise spending are virtues. However, there's a danger of being too possessive and controlling. The character portrayed here is smug about the prosperity she has earned, unwilling to share. She would rather be alone with her belongings than risk losing them. Yeah. Okay. That's what I get. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe this. We are almost at an hour. Are you freaking kidding me? This is insane. It doesn't feel like I've been sitting here this long at all. At all. Oh, how many questions do I got left? Maybe I can finish this in this part 2. I really hope so. Crap. I might have to come back for a part 3. Shoot. Yep. I'm gonna come back. I'll be back for a part 3, you guys. Oh my gosh, this has been crazy. It's so much. I just feel like the full truth cannot be told yet. That's how I feel. Not yet. Okay. Anyway, but I do believe we are getting little bits of truth for sure. All right. So again, all this information is for entertainment purposes only. Truth is always stranger than fiction. Let me glow, let you glow. Use your discernment. And I really hope to see you guys in part 3 so we can finish this and be done. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And also, if you guys want me to cover any topics at all, let me know in the comments, okay? Love you guys so much. Bye, intuitives.